On today's episode of the 40-Year Sim, we'll be covering the rest of November and the entire month of December for the 1996 season. Let's get right into the games. We'll be mostly focusing on the Western Conference. There's a lot of inter-conference games in this video. Checking out Hornets versus Timberwolves right now. 89-80 is the score. Just over 6 minutes left to go in the contest. And we got a missed free throw from Kendall Gill right there. Formerly of the Milwaukee Bucks, now of the Hornets. Here he is seeking the last free throw. It's 90-81. Gill to Derek Coleman, to Rod Strickland, to Billy Owens. Makes that basket over Kenny Anderson. It's an 11-point game. Here's Strickland dribbling, making the layup. 13-point game. 11-point game now. Got a made shot there by Strickland. 96-83. Here's Kenny Anderson to Christian Laettner for the long two. That's good. Can the Wolves get back into this game? Can they play a little defense here? Derek Coleman up against Laettner. And Coleman will make that basket. 98-85. Rod Strickland. Basket to Coleman for the basket here. That's a miss, but Rasheed Wallace of the Hornets makes that basket there. And the Wolves, not much to see from the Wolves in that game, but gotta give credit to the Hornets for playing them so well. We got another Hornets game. To show you. This time against the Vancouver Grizzlies. This game is much closer. 92-90 is the score. 7.5 minutes left to go. We got Lamont Murray. I struggled with Grizzlies names. Let's see if I do better in this video. Lamont Murray handling the ball. We got Wesley Person, Chuck Person's brother, as I discovered while on basketballreference.com. We have Lamont Murray for two. He misses. Rasheed Wallace with the rebound. And man, that arena is not looking too good as far as attendance is concerned. Not many people are excited to see a Grizzlies-Hornets matchup, I guess. As we see Kendall Gill making that basket, 94-92, 6.5 minutes left to go in the game. Rod Strickland gets the screen there, passing it to Rasheed Wallace, who had a clear path to the basket there. To tie game at 94, Rod Strickland, baseline jumper, no good. Sheed has a need for speed, makes that shot, and gets the and one, I believe. Here's a made shot there for the Grizzlies, 97-96. Derek Coleman misses the shot. Grizzlies rebound. Grizzlies only down by one. They're the worst team in the league, but they have a chance to win this game. Sam Bowie is going to make that shot off glass, taking the lead for the Grizz. Sean Green with the jumper there. Smooth, 100-97 now. Rod Strickland, let's see if the Hornets have an answer to that. Motorcycle, as we see Rod Strickland making that shot for the Hornets, 199. Love it when the motorcycle guy always shows up to my videos. It's amazing. He showed up early, too. As we see the Hornets make another basket there, 101-100. Usually, we don't hear the motorcycle guy until halfway into my video, but I guess he was excited to I don't know, be a part of it. Rod Strickland makes that shot, 103-100. 116 left to go. There's a missed shot by the Grizzlies. The Hornets in the fast break. Here's a layup by Rod Strickland. The Charlotte Hornets lifer thus far. 105-100 now. Lamont Murray can't make that shot. And the Hornets look to pull away. Ice this game for good. Maybe pass the ball. There you go. Derek Coleman for the dunk. And I think it's safe to say this game is over. 108-100 the final score. A bunch of Hornets and double figures. Sleepy Floyd at 28 look like. And let's check out an Eastern Conference game before we dip into the West. This is Detroit versus Boston. Not the Titans that they used to be, right? These two teams used to be this used to be a hell of a matchup. You see Kevin Garnett making a basket there for the Pistons. 79-77. Isaiah Thomas makes that basket there for the Pistons. He's still on the team, as is Bill Laimbeer. They're still there. It's 1996, and they're still freaking there. It's like Bird and McHale a few seasons ago, or last season, I should say. They just won't retire. Roy Tarpley is going to miss that shot. Alan Henderson gets the dunk there. 83-81. 1:05 left to go. Roy Tarpley with the shot clock winding down. He passes it to, I'm not sure, but he got blocked. Whoever it was got blocked there by Kevin Garnett with some great defense there, blocking the three-point attempt. You got to appreciate that. Appreciate the hustle. Roy Tarpley missing the shot there for the Celtics. Here come the Pistons. Can they tie the game? Bobby Phills to Isaiah Thomas. Let's see if he's going to take the ball himself. He's trying to. He misses. That wasn't maybe the greatest choice, the greatest decision. Oh, that's Buck Johnson, by the way, number 34 for the Celtics. A good old Buck Johnson. How about that? And, so Pistons lose. Thanks to that Isaiah Thomas bucket. Let's go right into the standings. The Bulls, it's December 1st, and the Bulls are 16-1. The Bucks are 12-3. The Cavaliers are 11-3. Got the Heat, Nets, and Magic in the 4 through 6 spots. Got the Bullets at 7. Pacers at 8. Knicks are on the outside looking in right now at, 8-8. The Hornets 6-9, Raptors 4-12, Pistons, Celtics, Hawks, and Sixers. Man, those bottom 5 are really looking pretty bad. But the tops look pretty good. So I mean, it's two extremes. Western Conference, you got the Rockets, you got the Lakers at the 2 spot. The Lakers, really? Look at the point differential too, 17-point differential. So when they're winning, they're blowing teams out. Supersonics, Suns, Nuggets, Warriors, Mavericks, Clippers are round out the top 8, but the Spurs are right there. They're right there at the 9th spot. The Kings, surprisingly, are 8-9, a game below 500. That's disappointing to see. Jazz, Wolves, Blazers, and Grizzlies are at the bottom of the West thus far, but the Kings at 8-9. I mean, we know. Let me get into the league leaders. Shaq leading the league in points thus far. Reggie Miller second in the league, and Jordan has 26 points per game. Pretty low for him. That's surprising. I was going to say before though is the Sacramento Kings definitely are underperforming, and that's going to be something that we're going to be monitoring throughout the regular season. So there might be maybe they need to improve their bench. I don't know exactly if there's a quick fix to what's going on. Meanwhile, Dennis Rodman leading the league in rebounding, as you would expect. John Stockton in assists. Gary Payton in steals. So the usual suspects in every category except in points. I mean, Shaq, it's not that surprising that he's leading the league in points, but it is surprising Michael Jordan's at 26 points per game. We got a trade. Jay Humphries, Ruben Tisdale, and Craig Elo are all going to the Kings, and the Kings are trading away Sam Vincent, Richard Dumas, Tony Campbell, basically just trying to upgrade their bench. While the Hawks, who are, basically tanking, wanting to play the younger guys like Antonio McDyess, Doug Christie, Pietkowski, all those young guys, try to give them more minutes. Greg Anthony, who's not really that young, but he could use some minutes too. And the Kings are going to give up a first-round pick to get some quality bench players. I mean, Jay Humphries was a starter for the Hawks, but now he's going to be an elite, well, not elite, but a very good sixth man coming off the bench for the Kings. Get Ruben Tisdale, who's also going to be a pretty solid power forward off the bench for the Kings. So I feel like this Kings team, they feel better built for the rest of the season to really attack the rest of the season. So we'll see if that holds true. Craig Elo, I believe, used to be on the Kings early in the sim. Now he's back. And also Jay Humphries used to be on the Kings early in the sim. So they're both back. Meanwhile, the Hawks, they're fully diving into this rebuild even further. Playing mostly young guys, projects. Guys who Darryl Armstrong. Maybe he can progress. Sean Bradley, Antonio McDyess. Those are the young guys that they're trying to develop into some nice pieces there. Maybe long-term starters or trade value. I don't know. But we're moving on down to the West, sort of interconference matchup here. Spurs, Bullets. We got a pass here to David Robinson, who's getting double teamed. He passes it to Dale Ellis Wisely, who makes the shot. 107-104. Less than 4.5 minutes left to go in the game, and got Len Bias making that shot for the Bullets. It's a 1-point game. We got Ricky Berry to David Robinson. Misses the shot. Charles Smith right there for the putback dunk. 3-point game. Here's a missed shot for the Bullets. Rebound Spurs. And we got Charles Smith pulling up for the jumper. He sinks it. 5-point game. Dale Ellis to Charles Smith again. Charles Smith having himself a game. Makes that shot. Gets the and one. And now we got Reggie Lewis for 3. Cannot make it. The Spurs starting to pull away, it seems like. Avery Johnson to Ricky Berry. Misses the shot, but Charles Smith is right there to get the putback. And this game will be over. The Spurs would win pretty handily, 124 to 113. It's interesting to see them play so well since they're kind of struggling thus far in the season. But to be fair, the Bullets are also kind of struggling. They're both kind of hovering around 500 at this point in the season. Maybe that'll change as the season progresses. But for now, these are two struggling teams, underachieving teams. Let's say they should be better than what they are right now. So, but yeah, 124-113 was the final score there. And let's move on to another game. I think we're in December now officially. We got the Sonics versus the Mavericks. Good matchup here. Get some Grant Hill action, huh? Sean Kemp, Petrovic, Rick Smits. Let's check this out. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf handling the ball at the wing. He gets the screen. Can't make that shot. Sean Kemp makes the putback. It's 112-111. Less than a minute left to go. We got Larry Johnson of the Mavs getting blocked by Sean Kemp. And here come the Sonics going the other way. And I don't know if you noticed, but the entire crowd is wearing black, and it's very disturbing. I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous video, but it really disturbs me. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf makes that shot. It's kind of freaky. Like, I shouldn't be as freaked out as I am, but when I see that, it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. As Derek Harper misses that shot. Here's a made shot by Larry Johnson. 114-113. Drazen Petrovic with the basket there. I think it's just like the fact that they're animated, they're not real, and they're all just wearing black for no reason. No reason for it. It's just, I think it's a glitch. I don't know. There can't be a good reason for them to be wearing all black. Meanwhile, the Sonics win. I got distracted. Got distracted by the crowd wearing all black. 31 points for Abdul-Rauf. That's some freaky stuff. Freaky shit. So, I don't know. Kind of scares me. Not really. I'm not that scared. It's just kind of freaking. What the hell is that? What the hell? Why is everyone dressed in all black? Like, why? There we go. Here's a crowd. I'd rather have a crowd that is very sparsely populated. The Magic don't really have many fans at this point. Brian Grant misses that shot. Jamal Mashburn makes that putback. I mean, this is a world where the Magic never get Shaq and Penny, and this is what the crowd looks like in 1996, or almost 1996. So it's kind of interesting to see where things are for the Magic as a franchise. You see, they are winning though, 115-111, and they are kind of in the playoff picture, but I don't think it's enough for the fans to really be excited about them. So they don't really have that one key guy. Not even Larry Johnson could really draw much excitement when he was there. Meanwhile, 45 seconds left to go. The Lakers with the ball. Magic Johnson gets stripped. Sam Perkins gets fouled. And really not much to say about this game, I guess. Let's see if the Lakers can actually make this interesting. The Divac makes the basket there. Can he get the putback? Yes, he. The free throw. Jesus. So it's 116-114. Here's a free throw attempt from Doc Rivers. And here's another one. This might be. I don't know. Okay, there's still Magic. The Lakers have still. Jesus, I can't talk. Lakers have a chance. There we go. Divac makes the basket there. 118-116. 12.3 seconds left to go. Let's see if we get a missed free throw. Make things more interesting. We got. Man. I don't know. Wait. Okay, yeah, he did miss a free throw. Okay. All right, Lakers. Let's see what you can do here. Magic to Divac to Robertson. Misses the three. to potentially tie the game, and this game would be over. Did get a little tense at the end. Lakers did have a chance, but unfortunately, Magic Johnson is going to lose to the Orlando Magic. So that is a shame for them. 121-116 was the final score. Eddie Jones with 28 points. He's having quite a season. 24.2 points per game. Jamal Mashburn as well. Their numbers have skyrocketed ever since Larry Johnson left, so they're getting more touches. Meanwhile, Doc Rivers is having a nice season at 34 years old. You know, kind of a, I don't know, he had some nice seasons with the Rockets and the Hawks, but now he's getting some nice playing time with this young Magic squad, so that's kind of fun. Randy White as well, kind of bounced around the league. Sam Perkins. Got a lot of guys who bounce around the league, and you got young guys like Eddie Jones, Jamal Mashburn, and Kurt Thomas, and Brian Grant, so it's kind of an interesting mix. Meanwhile, we got the Philadelphia 76ers and the Dallas Mavericks. Sixers are up by 3, 5.5 minutes left to go. And there's Glenn Robinson, big dog Robinson, making that shot for the Sixers. 102-97, Grant Hill to Larry Johnson. He's going to get that dunk right there for the Mavs. Check out a replay of Larry Johnson with the slam. Ron Harper isn't in this game. That's Derek Harper. Otis Thorpe makes this shot. 102-101. Good thing I caught myself. I almost blacked out. I don't know what happened to me when I said Ron Harper there. Here is a 3 by Glenn Robinson. Oh, long 2. Now they're saying it's a long 2. Nick Van Exel gets stripped. I should have done that with the Ron Harper, Derek Harper thing. Larry Johnson makes that basket. Now they're saying that's Derek Harper out there. Grant Hill with the long 2. 105-104. Here's a stolen pass. Larry Johnson to Grant Hill. To Derek Harper. Alley-oop to Larry Johnson. 107-104. You know, I think I mistakenly called Joe Dumars Larry Johnson a few moments ago. I'm really going full Marv Albert in these highlights. Grant Hill now has the ball. 107-106. Mavericks with the 1-point lead. Mavericks. Grant Hill trying to make his way, trying to make a basket here. He does just that. Glenn Robinson can't quite stay on him. Meanwhile, we have Big Dog Robinson missing the basket there. Larry Johnson bring the ball up court. Now we got Derek Harper driving, passing it to Grant Hill for the shot there. 111-106. 1 minute left to go in the game. Jerry Stackhouse for 3. That's good. This game is not quite over. 111-109. 55 seconds left to go. Grant Hill, top of the key, passing it to Derek Harper. He's going to dribble around the arc. Drive. Pass it out to Grant Hill. Jab step or 2. Pulls up for the long 2. Makes a shot. 113-109. Here is Jerry Stackhouse again for 3. That time it can't go in. Bison Daly with the basket there. Here's a missed free throw by Derek Harper. And this one is good. So Sixers still have a shot. Still have a chance to tie this game. Let's see if they're going to go for the final basket here. The inbounds pass is going to go to... here we go. Goes to Glenn Robinson, who misses, gets the rebound, gets fouled with 16 seconds left to go, makes the first free throw. And in real life, Glenn Robinson wore 13, but he can't wear 13 for the Sixers because Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain was, that's the answer. Missed free throw there, yikes. Big Dog Robinson can't make that free throw, and the Mavericks do win this game. Larry Johnson with his patented L-shaped arm gesture there. Glenn Robinson did have 28 points. Grant Hill had 23, and Larry Johnson had 20 and 10. Moving on to finally a full-on West Coast game, or Western Conference game. Nuggets versus Warriors. Looked like Mutombo with that basket there. Here's a stolen pass. Here comes Dan Marley. Passing it to Blaylock. Ooh. Nice pass to Reggie Williams with the basket there. 94-86. We're in Oakland. Reggie Williams to Terry Cummings. Cummings gonna miss that basket. Then get their put back right there. 96-86. Terry Cummings again. This is something that we've grown accustomed to seeing from Terry Cummings as he makes that basket. 98-86. Andrew Kennedy passing it to Isaiah Ryder for the long two. 98-88. We got Mutombo with the basket there. 12-point game, and this game would be over. 115-111 would be the final score. Warriors had a little bit of a comeback, but not really worth seeing, especially since we have a bunch more games left for Warriors, though, with over 20 points in this game, so that's pretty cool. 27 points for Isaiah Ryder. Kidd had 24. Juwan Howard had 24. Didn't really see much Juwan Howard in that game in those highlights. So I don't know where he was there, but yeah, Nuggets win. I mean, we'll move right on to the struggling Kings. They're facing the Nuggets. Mutombo makes that shot. More Mutombo action. More Blaylock Mutombo action. I'm all for it. Terry Cummings as well. Meanwhile, the Kings, Arvydas Sabonis makes that basket over Reggie Williams. 101-98. Terry Cummings now is going to be guarded by Charles Barkley, but makes the basket anyway. 101-100 is the score now. Terry Cummings once again with the basket there. It's a 1-point lead for the Nuggets. Doug Overton out there now. Passing to Cummings. Cummings getting a lot of touches in the post, and he's making the most of it. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see Terry Cummings getting so many touches. Here he is again. That time he misses, but Mutombo is right there for the putback dunk. 108-107 now is the score. 55 seconds left to go. Got Doug Overton. Blaylock must have fouled out, which sucks. But, oh well. Meanwhile, Terry Cummings. This time, some good defense by Charles Barkley. Doug Overton ends up with the ball. He's going to miss, get blocked, looks like. But the Nuggets retain possession of the basketball. Dan Marley for two. Can't make that shot, and the Kings have a chance to take the lead or perhaps win this game. They call a timeout. Now we have Kevin Johnson missing that shot. Intentional foul. It's 110-107. Can we get what am I talking about? What am I trying to say? Can we get a tie here? Kings nearly lose the ball. Chris Mullin to Charles Barkley, long two. That's no good. Oh well. 112-107. Final score there. 27 points for Dan Marley. Terry Cummings at 19. Mutombo with 10 points, 23 rebounds. I don't know if you could tell, but I kind of pull for the Kings. I kind of love the Sacramento Kings squad, and I want them to be successful. I'm not a Kings fan in real life. I just really love how that team came together. Bulls are first place in the East right now, 20-3. They just lost a game. Bucks, Cavs, Heat, Magic, Nets, Bullets, and Pacers are in the top 8 right now. Got the Knicks at 13-11. And the Cavs at the third spot. Wow, that's pretty fun to see them there in mid-December. And the Magic too, right? 15-9. So they're looking pretty sharp as well. Meanwhile, the Pacers are underperforming. The Bullets have won 4 in a row. They might be okay now, but the Bullets. The Knicks have won 5. Pacers have won 3. The Raptors at 9-15. The expansion Raptors. The expansion team Raptors are in the 10th spot right now. They are the 6. Oh wait, where is it? 4 games out, 4.5 games out of the playoff picture. Meanwhile, you got the Hornets, you got the Celtics, and you got the Sixers and Pistons, and the Hawks. So, yeah, the bottom of the East not looking too shabby. Funny to see the Raptors. So, not really in the playoff picture, but still kind of pretty. It's pretty fun to see them. See how close they are. Lakers, Rockets, Sonics, Suns, Nuggets, Jazz, Warriors, Kings, top 8. And the Lakers, we haven't really done much changes to their roster. They're just, everything's coming together. I mean, I always thought this starting 5 is good enough to be, a West Conference power. They have a pretty good starting 5. And their bench is pretty solid. So, I mean, they should be this good. They've been underachieving lately. So it's good to see that they actually are living up to the promise, because you got a team of Magic Johnson and Alvin Robertson and James Worthy, Vlade Divac, Kevin Willis. I mean, those are all good players, so they should be 17-8 at this point in the season. Meanwhile, but it's neck and neck, though. I mean, look at that. The Clippers are 5 games out of the first place, and they are at the 9th spot. So it's really tight in the West. It's kind of anyone's conference at this point. The Mavericks are perhaps underachieving a little bit, 10 and 11. The Kings as well. The Spurs, too. I feel like the Spurs are underachieving as well. I don't know why. Not quite sure what's going on there. They've lost 4 in a row. Timberwolves 8 and 14. They are always disappointing. I don't know what to say about that. Blazers 6 and 17. We expect that from the Blazers. They're kind of sort of tanking, and the Grizzlies are an expansion team. When I say tanking, I just mean like they suck. All right, their teams are in development, and they're not going to make the playoffs. And they're trying to get a good lottery pick. That's kind of I'm blunt. What can I say? Heat versus Rockets. We're in Houston. Love this court design, and so it's fun to jump into Rockets game at home. It is 121-10 though. Jesus, that game is over already. What? I barely said anything about the game. I didn't know it was going to be that quick of a highlight package. The Heat scored a bunch of buckets, and they won. That's all I could say about what just happened there. Maybe we can get a nice screenshot from this game. I do love this court, though. As I said in a previous episode, I kind of hate that we can't get a good rocket ship in the middle of the court, but it's okay. Meanwhile, there's a shot of Clyde Drexler in those pinstripe rocket uniforms. It's pretty cool. Maybe I'll use that. I think it's the only screenshot I have so far, and we're 27 minutes into this video, so I might have no choice but to use Clyde Drexler. Oh well. We're back in the court, though. We're back at Houston, 97-81. There's a Drexler bucket. Here's a slam. Holy, oh wait, was that a miss? That was a miss slam. So the Suns get the ball back. Suns Rockets is the game here, and Kenny the Jet Smith makes that basket for his team. Drexler for 2. No good, but there's a slam by Hakeem Olajuwon. 195 now. Danny Ainge. Missing. Olajuwon with the rebound. Rockets going the other way. This court just looks so shiny, doesn't it? Here's a basket there by, I think that's AC Green. Yeah, okay. Now here's BJ Armstrong. Can't make that 3. 102.95 is the score. The Suns still have a chance, but they got to act quick. Here's Kenny the Jet Smith for the long 2. 102.97. We got Clyde Drexler. Basket to Hakeem. Hakeem misses. Gets the dunk there. 7-point game. And this game is over. This game is over. 113-101 is the final score. 23 points for Kenny the Jet Smith in the loss. And maybe I have another good screenshot here. Maybe I have Hakeem. Hakeem is fun, but it looks like I'm going to get Clyde again. 2K really wants me to get a nice screenshot of Clyde Drexler. So, oh well. Big trade! Dino Raja and Terry Porter getting traded to the Nets in exchange for Ronnie Cycli, Travis Mays, and 2 first-round picks. Why? Because the Nets are kind of struggling a little bit, kind of around 500, and they need to spice things up. They need to add some star power. Terry Porter, Dino Raja. It's not like capital S star power, but the goal is to really make the Nets a really good playoff team. Because, if they don't, Tim Hardaway, he might ask for a trade, the 90s were a very volatile time for stars. Stars demanding trades. That was a thing, really became a thing in the 90s. And also Tim Hardaway, also in real life, in 96, I think, demanded a trade from the Warriors because they underachieved. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. The Nets have been underachieving all through the 90s. Or have they been underachieving, or have their rosters have been... Maybe their rosters have been more underwhelming than underachieving. So we're going to see if the Nets can spice things up, can jazz things up for their team. Really, can they make a deep playoff run? Now with Dino Raja and Terry Porter coming off the bench as you know, a really great sixth man coming off the bench for them. They still got Roy Hansen and Cedric Sabalos. And meanwhile, the Blazers, I mean, they're trying to get a good lottery pick. You know, that's kind of where they're at. The Blazers. Let's check out this new look Blazer squad. You know, oh yeah, and Damon Stoudemire. Damon Stoudemire is now the starter for the Blazers. That was a big reason for the Nets trade as well. As you see Sam Bowie making that shot for the Grizzlies. There's Stoudemire missing. Ronnie Cycli with the basket there. 76-67 is a score. 3:15 left to go. And here's a missed layup, but Cycli's there for the putback dunk. And yeah, Damon Stoudemire got drafted by the Blazers. It's his team now. You know, he's getting the keys to the car as he misses that shot. Cycli once again with the putback there. And yeah, I mean, we got to see what Damon Stoudemire could do. You know, he's going to lead this team. Going to be the starting point guard for many years to come. Blazers do win this game against the Grizzlies, 88-75. Stoudemire had 7 points, 3 for 15 from the field. Yikes, not great. Cycli had a good game though. Marshallonis, not really, but he still made some baskets. I don't know. So that's the Blazers. We'll keep tabs on them. Meanwhile, the Suns versus the Nuggets. Look at Brad Daugherty slowly jogging for the ball and making that basket. That is not a fast break. I will not call it that's a slow break if I ever saw one, but it worked out for the Suns. Meanwhile, the Nuggets with the ball now, 4:41 left to go. We see Blaylock with the basket there, 92-88 score, 4:24 left to go. Brad Daugherty guarded by Terry Cummings. He's going to make that basket. 6-point game, just over 4 minutes left to go now. Blaylock getting the screen. Making the basket there. It's 96-91. 5-point lead for the Suns. Here's a 3-point attempt. No good. Danny Manning gets the putback though. 98-91. Brad Daugherty turns around, makes that shot for the Suns. 9-point game. Terry Cummings receives the pass. Going to make that shot for the Nuggets. 193. 1:12 left to go. Danny Ainge to Sean Elliott. To Manning. Manning with some post moves. Can't make the shot, though. And okay, the Nuggets have a chance here. They got to act quick, but they do have a chance. Dan Marley for 3. It's good. 100-96. 45 seconds left to go. Here's Danny Manning guarded by Terry Cummings. Here comes the steal. Reggie Williams going all the way. Going part of the way, at least. Blaylock to Mutombo. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game now. 101-98. 27 seconds left to go in this contest. We got an inbounds pass to Dan Marley. Blaylock with the ball now. And Blaylock back to Marley. Blaylock top of the key. And we got a screen. Blaylock for 3. It's no good. Foul. And this game is over. 103-98 is the final score. The Suns, that was a close one. I mean, they had a nice lead, but all of a sudden the Nuggets made it real interesting. And yeah, that was a fun play. Brad Daugherty slowly jogging to the ball and getting the layup. So, yeah. Fun ending to the game. Now let's check out Clippers. Mavericks. The Clippers are kind of in the playoff hunt a little bit. It's 97-94. Here's Chris Webber making the shot there. 5-point game. Otis Thorpe makes the basket there for the Mavericks. 99-96. Here is Dominique Wilkins missing the shot. Otis Thorpe with the rebound. Mavericks going the other way. Dumars to Grant Hill. That basket's good. 99-98. Dennis 3D Scott at the wing, passing it to Ellison to Wilkins. He makes the basket. Can he get the three-point play? Yes, he can. 102-98. Joe Dumars to Larry Johnson with a dunk there. 102-100. Terrell Brandon to Chris Webber. So the Clippers still maintaining a lead here. Let's see if the Mavericks can cut into it. Or maybe regain or take the lead. You know, Derek Harper. Been seeing a lot of Derek Harper and not much Chris Childs. It's just interesting. Dunk there by Larry Johnson. 104-102. Chris Webber with some nice moves there. Makes the basket. 106-102. We got a long two. Terrell Brandon. It's not Terrell. I'm thinking like Terrell Owens, right? But it's Terrell Brandon. There's a basket there for Grant Hill. 106-104. Derek Harper driving, not thriving. Rebound Weber. The Clippers, you know, they're maintaining a lead here. And Terrell Brandon makes the basket there. 108-104 is the score. Here come the Clippers once again. It's 108-106 now. Brandon to Purvis Ellison for the dunk there. 110-106. Can the Mavericks be clutch? Let's see. Does anybody have clutch genes? You know, I know Joe Dumars does, but he doesn't. He's not getting the ball, is he? Larry Johnson in the paint. Misses the shot. Intentional foul. Larry Johnson at 30 points. He's having a nice season for the Mavericks, but the Mavericks aren't winning games like you think they would with a young duo in Larry Johnson and Grant Hill. You would expect more from them, but meanwhile, Chris Webber, he's not getting the touches I feel like that he should. That's something I'm gonna change because obviously he's a good player and he deserves to be. I don't know. Anyway, check out the screenshot. Kenny Walker's hand is in Dominic Wilkins' hair. It's kind of weird, but Supersonics versus the Warriors tie game 112. Rick Smits makes that long two, and once again we are in the Spooky Key Arena. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf passing it to Drazen Petrovic. That's no good. Rick Smits with the putback. 116-112, 3.5 left to go. Abdul-Rauf misses. Rick Smits with the basket there. 118-112 now. Andrew Kennedy with the long two. 4-point game. Sean Kemp to Clifford Robinson. Petrovic makes that basket for the Supersonics. 120-114. Jason Kidd with the layup there. It's a 4-point game. Still a 4-point game. 112 left to go. Petrovic pulls up, misses the shot, but Sean Kemp's right there for the putback. 122-116. Jason Kidd, he's going to miss. Abdul-Rauf with the rebound, and the Sonics are going the other way. 52 seconds left to go. Clifford Robinson with the dunk there, and I think it's safe to say this game is over. Final score 128-118. Rick Smits with 31-11. Damn, he had himself quite a game. Even though his averages during the season aren't all that, he still had a good game. Abdul-Rauf was looking good for the season, 19 points per game, almost 7 assists a game, and Sean Kemp averaging 21-11. That's pretty cool. He had that one season where he averaged almost 26 points per game, and he's kind of cooled off in that regard. But I think that's because Abdul-Rauf has emerged as a scorer as well. So I think that has caused Sean Kemp's numbers to go down. And let's get out of the freaky Key Arena and check out the standings. 22-12 are the Rockets. They have regained the 1 spot. Lakers are back at the 2 spot. You got the Sonics at 3. Then you got the Suns, Nuggets, Kings, Clippers, Jazz, all neck and neck. It's really tight there. The Spurs are 16-15. They're only 4.5 games back from first place. Man, the West is so tight. The Kings, though, have won 3 in a row. So they're starting to, I feel like they're starting to settle down, settle into the season, starting to win some games. They won 8 of their last 10, right? So, I feel like they're starting to right the ship, thanks to that trade. Getting a better point guard off the bench and getting Women Tisdale and all that stuff. So, good for them. Meanwhile, the Jazz are hanging around there, 17-15. The Nuggets maybe Are they underachieving just a tad? Maybe the Warriors 15 and 14. That's pretty cool. Mavericks 12 and 16. And then that's a little disappointing. But there's so many Western Conference teams that are kind of in it. I think it's just the West is hard right now. It's a difficult conference. Meanwhile, you got the East. Speaking of difficult conferences, the Bulls, the Bucks, the Heat, and the Cavaliers are all really, really playing lights out right now. Then you get the Bullets, who've won 4 in a row. The Nets, who've won 2 in a row. The Pacers have won 5 in a row. The Bucks and the Heat. Bucks have won 13 in a row. Heat have won 12 in a row. Jesus. That's insane. That's kind of insane that's happening. Just 3 really great teams, or 4, I should say. Cavaliers are also doing really well. Then you get the Magic, who are at the 8th spot now. Wow. Life comes at you fast. Knicks, meanwhile, are 16 and 17. Hornets are 12 and 18. Celtics are 11 and 21. Raptors are 9 and 20. Then you get the Hawks, Sixers, and Pistons. We know what they're all about. I don't have to keep saying it. If I keep saying maybe Adam Silver, I know he was not really. I don't really know what he was doing in the 90s, but if you overheard me saying tanking too much, I might get in trouble. David Stern, I feel like David Stern was kind of cool about it, wasn't he? I don't know. I think if you just didn't say that you were tanking, David Stern didn't care, but I could be completely wrong about that. Shaq is still leading the league in points. Rodman leading in rebounds. And Shaq is also right there. So Shaq is kind of you gotta make a case for Shaq as MVP. His team is playing great, crazy good, and he's got the points. He's leading the league in points, second in rebounds. So I don't know. Meanwhile, All-Star votes, seeing how that's looking now. Mookie Blaylock with 1.4 million votes. Clyde, Magic Johnson, Kevin Johnson, Dale Ellis getting over a million votes, which is interesting because I don't think he's ever made an All-Star game before. Nope, he has not made an All-Star game before, so it's really interesting to see him so high. He is averaging 19 points per game, so that's pretty cool. Kenny Jet Smith, John Starks, Jason Kidd, Danny Ainge getting votes. Got the front court in the West: Barkley, Robinson, Olajuwon, Kemp, Danny Manning, all getting over a million votes, as well as James Worthy, Arvydas Sabonis, Brad Daugherty. I don't think Daugherty or Danny Manning have made an All-Star game either, so that'd be cool to see them in there. Dikembe. Has Dikembe been in the All-Star game yet? I don't think he has. Mookie Blaylock. Okay. Michael Jordan almost has 2 million votes. You get Ron Harper. Wow. Ron Harper, second place in the East in votes. Got Reggie Miller as well, Isaiah Thomas, Penny Hardaway, Gary Payton, Tim Hardaway, John Stockton, Mark Price. This video is over. Thank you very much for watching. We got January coming up. We're officially entering 1996, the year 1996, starting in the next video. And we got a lot of fun games to show you. And then the All-Star break is the video after that. So stay tuned for all that. I am the Sports Gamer. Thank you for watching, and bye.